Now it's time for Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul.
Good morning, Chris.
Well, hi there, Paul.
How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Great. It's good to see you. We tried last week.
We tried. Yeah, we had a glitch, I guess, huh?
So you were remote. We were trying to use Zoom.
Yep.
I couldn't get Zoom to go on Facebook for some reason. And I figured out later why. And I'm like, I'm not doing a show if Amy, Kelly, and the rest of the people can't watch it on Facebook.
That's only fair.
Right. Because we love them. We love them oh so much.
Yes.
So, hey, Chris.
Yeah, bud. Sorry.
Didn't know if you were aware of this or not, but we love starting the show with a song that to me symbolizes and talks about the last week.
And it's kind of a fun game for me to figure out why you picked said song.
I hope that you can figure it out.
I'm going to give it my best.
You're pretty good at it. I never want to make it too difficult because, come on now. Where are we at? Let's show the desktop. Okay. I don't want to make it too difficult.
Sure.
Because, that's not fun.
No, it's not fun to not figure it out, but you don't want to make it too easy either.
That's right. So here is a song that starts the day out. The Doobie Brothers with What a Fool Believes.
Yes. Dwayne, Raj, and Rerun.
Okay. And Fools Believe. For all the fools that believed. Have you heard what the new thing is? When?
No, what's the new thing?
I don't know what the new time that Trump's coming back.
Oh, no. I've not heard what the new deadline for reinstatement is.
Okay. Well, if Dave Tyson give us a call at 913-735-0060. We'd appreciate it because that was the Doobie Brothers with What a Fool Believes. To sum up the past week, welcome to Past Week Next Week with Chris and Paul.
Yay. I'm Chris.
And I'm Paul. This is the show where we review the most important things from the past week and get you ready for the next week. It's your one-stop podcast to keep you updated. It's a real week review. Just listen to us. You won't need any other information outlet. That's our guarantee. If it's Sunday morning, you're watching us on Facebook Live or listening on KCTK Radio, you can join the program by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We welcome your participation. If you listen to a rebroadcast of this program at 9 a.m. on KCTK Radio, tell us your thoughts at 913-735-0060 or on the Past Week Next Week Facebook page. We also welcome your participation, even if you're not live. We appreciate that. We also do as a podcast, so you can take it with you anywhere. Coming up, we have a weekly news quiz, pop culture update, an incredible special feature, headlines and predictions, and much, much more. But first, let's figure out. Well, first, I guess I need to announce this. I don't know if you noticed something.
What's that?
Did you notice what I didn't say in the opening?
No, I was paying no attention.
Very good. There's no such thing as Good Talk Radio anymore, folks. We are no longer on Good Talk Radio. It folded.
Wow.
And Ranger Rob, the guy who ran that, is focusing on other things.
Is he focusing on pet poopy bags?
Well, I was going to do this later, but
okay.
He sent us something.
What?
Because I emailed him and I said, all right, can we still? So I want you to open it and see what it could be.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Look at this.
What is it, Chris?
This is a 2-month supply of Ranger Rob pet poopy bags. 2 months.
And he sent it to us kind of a consolation for not having a radio station to play our program anymore.
Wow.
Because I said, we love the product. We're probably still going to talk about it.
Yeah. Lemon scented. This is great.
Yeah.
You know what I like? It's eco-friendly and it's got the easy tie handles.
This isn't part of the live read yet. So don't
Sorry.
oversell it too much.
Okay.
But I know you're surprised when you opened it up what it was.
Really? Yeah. Very, very surprised.
Okay, let's just do this.
Yeah.
We both have one.
Oh, yeah.
Holding our hands, we have something very special. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there you go.
Wow.
So anyway, we're going to miss you. Delmarva, I think the guy died. I don't know where he is.
Oh, seriously?
I haven't heard from him forever. So
are we on any other networks now?
No. What has happened is that KCTK Radio has taken over all these other radio stations with its free app.
Mhm.
It's good news. Good news.
Guarantee.
No, the good news newsletter that we send out every month.
Oh, right.
All the different innovative
Yes.
things, the new
Yeah.
programs that we have. So basically, we've taken them over.
That's nice.
So I know you're saying that's fine, but what's going on with you, Chris?
Oh man. Yeah. So last week I was ready to talk about a real loss to the comedy world with Trevor Moore of The Whitest Kids You Know passing away. Some type of tragic accident. I don't know what. And then
Car wreck, right?
they're not saying online. So some people are speculating a lawn mowing accident, which sounds horrific. Yeah.
Wow.
So I was sad about that. And then yesterday, Fez Whatley died
Fez
as well.
Whatley died.
So big losses in the comedy world. It's really sober.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get me sober. You know
Yes.
that.
Yeah. Fez Whatley. I'm a big fan of Fez Whatley because
Mhm.
I love Ron Bennington and Fez Whatley show.
Mhm.
They, them, Opie and Anthony, these hang out and talk to your buddy shows,
Yeah.
as you can tell, folks, are my favorite. And he
Yeah.
was good. He was only 57 years old.
Fez was?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He
I
had
thought he
terrible
was way older
I
than
know.
that.
He had terrible heart trouble for a while and he
Yeah.
finally succumbed to it. But
Yeah. Yeah. So that's just really been kind of a bummer for me. And then other than that, the bad news, I got poison ivy.
oh no.
Yeah. I'm for certain I got it. I played disc golf on Tuesday, I think, out at Legacy Park in Lee Summit. Great course.
Where's that? I know they have a froth course out there. Do they have?
Yeah, no, it's disc golf.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought they had froth.
No froth.
Maybe someday you could play froth.
It could happen. I don't know.
Right.
but I got poison ivy, and here's the bad. So I didn't realize it until we were out to dinner Thursday night.
Wait, let's take a step back. Did you chip it? Go pick it up, and it's in the poison ivy.
Yeah,
Can you kind of remember where? Oh shit! This is where I think I got.
well,
it.
there was probably 4 or 5 times I went off of the fairway and I was in the rough, and I'm like, oh god, okay, I see poison ivy there. I knew there was poison ivy. When I came home, I showered immediately, but apparently I didn't do good enough.
Are you susceptible to poison ivy?
Very much so.
See, I'm not that much.
Oh,
Although I had it when I was a little kid. I told you that story.
Right.
I don't need to bring that up again. But my wife is really susceptible to it.
yeah.
If you're in the same building as her, she'll probably get it.
Yeah, I've always had an issue with poison ivy. Every year from scout camp, I would come home covered. Just
Painful?
yes, very
Oh.
painful. What I would do as a kid is, I guess this is horrible for you, but my grandma gave me this little trick where you took a warm wash rag and put baking soda on it, and then
Okay.
you scrubbed the blisters hard until they opened up, and that felt so good. Just
But it's not good for the healing.
well, then she would have me dab bleach on it with a
Oh
cotton
my
ball.
God.
It would dry it right up and take care of it immediately. But I guess it's not good to put bleach into your skin. Who knew?
Wow.
Who knew?
So is that what's wrong with your face?
Hey, come on now. I mean, it's funny, but it does hurt a little bit.
Okay.
So
So anyway, you're at the dinner.
we're out to eat.
Having a
with-
salad of poison ivy. No.
and I'm itching in my left eye socket, and I keep scratching it and like rubbing it. And then I did go to the restroom 3
Okay.
times.
Uh-huh.
So the poison ivy has spread.
To
Yeah.
places that you needed to put your hand on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
Wow.
so I am a little uncomfortable today.
Wow.
Yeah. But I did get some calamine lotion, and and I'm not doing the bleach thing. So
Good.
not going to do it. The former
Is it-
guy may have thought it was a good idea, but I ain't going
Is
to do
it
it.
better? I mean, do we see progress with it?
We do see progress.
Okay, good.
I bought this product yesterday. I can't remember the name of it. It's a little tube about this big,
Uh-huh.
$36.
Holy moly.
And you put a little bit on your hand, put a little bit of water on it, you rub it into a paste, and it's got like pumice in it.
Whoa.
I don't know if that's the right word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Grit. And you rub everywhere you got
Hey,
poison
wha-
ivy.
Hey, why is that so expensive, but the vaccine is free if the government cares so much about?
You know what? That's a good point. Yeah. Yes. So anyway, that's what's been going on with me. Poison ivy and sadness at losses in the comedy world.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about with you?
I had a tough week because the pool leaked again.
Oh no.
I think on this very program I talked about the hydrostatic valve and how happy I was. Well, then there was a hole under my steps. Dustin, the leak man, came out and found it. Charged me nothing for it.
What?
Told me, yeah.
How does this guy keep his business going?
I don't know. This guy, I'm thinking about maybe starting a religion based on this guy. I love him so much. I've never loved, including my children. I never loved anybody as much as this guy. And he told me how to fix it. So the water went down, then the motor messed up because they had the skimmer off. So I had the motor guy come out.
It's like a domino effect.
But then I then I patched up the leak.
Oh man.
And that's upsetting, right?
Sure.
But I also got upset because of social media, Chris.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, there's a new thing out there that us younger people do. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. It's called TikTok.
It sounds vaguely familiar.
And I'm going to play you a TikTok video that I made a comment on.
Okay.
That I regret I made a comment on.
Oh boy. All right.
Okay. I guess you can watch it too. It's not really that long.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to, here it is. It's Gary V.
Gary V.
The 3 reasons that high school doesn't matter at all. Number 1, it's like 3% of your entire life. Number 2, 90% of the dick faces in high school lose in actual life. And number 3, grades don't fucking matter in real life.
Wow.
So he said that high school doesn't matter because number 1, it's a short amount of time. Number 2, 90% of the assholes lose. I don't know what that means.
I'm not sure.
What's this lose thing? I don't understand what that is. And the third, that grades don't matter in real life. Well, I understand what Gary's doing here. He's an entrepreneur. He's a public speaker. He's a motivator. You know, Gary
V.
Yeah. You know about Gary V, right?
I don't know.
Never heard of him? Oh, he's a big motivational guy.
Oh, okay.
What he's trying to comment there is that don't let the past bring you down.
Okay.
You can open up your opportunities, and even if you got bad grades, it doesn't really mean that you're dumb or you can't do things. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would completely agree with that. I would completely agree that grades and standardized tests are not a true indication of someone's, certainly not their potential, but not even their intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wrote on there,
oh boy,
grades. The only way grades actually do matter is they affect what you do right after high school.
Yeah.
I think I put something like lower grades limit your opportunities and what you can do right after high school. Well, you would have thought,
oh boy,
I, told Gary V and his followers they were idiots. And all of a sudden
Did you get piled on?
All of a sudden I was some intellectual snob. But here's my point. And I'm going to use your daughters as an example.
Okay.
2 very smart, intelligent daughters.
Well, you're half right. No, yes,
right?
Are. Yes, they are.
They both went to the same high school.
Yeah.
They both now are successful in the same college.
Correct.
Okay. One of them got higher grades than the other one.
Right.
That one got better scholarships.
That is
and
correct.
A better opportunity to do different things than the other one. And neither one of them are limited in life.
That is very true. Yes.
And both will be successful.
Yeah.
So my point is, you have higher grades in school, and this is what I always told my kids, you get to do things. So like if you get really high grades, you get more colleges that you want to go to. And if you don't want to go to college, that's fine. You do a trade or do whatever you want. But if you get low grades, you cannot choose to go to some places.
Right.
Am I right about this so far?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you.
That's the message we should be telling kids, not grades don't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
the pile on of the things were, no, I flunked out of school and I make 3 figures a year. My
3 figures.
yeah, 5 figures, 6 figures, or whatever it is, whatever they're rich.
Yeah.
That's not true. I didn't make grades. And I went to the Air Force and succeeded. And then one guy kept going back and forth. His sister dropped out and she's a great manager of things. And I'm like, none of this is not true.
Right.
But there's something going on. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, why I'm bitching about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's something going on that is bad for our country where people are so proud of being dumb shits.
Yeah.
And so they're proud that they dropped out and they had to go the harder way to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And if you wanted to work hard and be a doctor, lawyer, or social worker,
Yeah.
you're a bad person because you went to school and you're intellectual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think there you're getting to the key. It's no appreciation for other paths at all.
Yes.
Be proud of your path and
Be proud of it.
and if you took the hard way and it worked out, God bless you, and respect what other people have
Yes.
done that's different.
That's right. And not all of us, in fact, most of the people that I interact with, including people in the business community, money is not their thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a level of success, Trump. This is not, you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
And we're just in this thing where these people are so proud of being stupid. Okay. And here's my equation. I'm not proud of being stupid, but we'll move my stupidity aside.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever noticed this about me. I'm a little overweight.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm not proud of it, Chris,
Oh, you're not?
but I don't hate I don't hate myself because of that. I hate myself because of other things. But you know what I mean? It's like, we all can improve.
Yes.
There's so many things that every single person could be proud of, but you shouldn't be proud of everything that you do. It looks as though the secretary's there and he says he's stupid and proud. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Well, he's half right.
So that leads into these vaccination people, Chris.
Oh, okay. Tell me about that.
I saw a great video on a thing. I don't know if you're familiar with it. The kids and I are using it called TikTok.
Wait,
Have you ever heard of it?
It's ringing a bell.
Okay. Okay. Where a guy takes his wife to the doctor
Mhm.
because she has cancer, needs treatment.
I saw
Did you
this.
see that?
I saw this.
And now he had to go back home because there's no room because of all the people who are unvaccinated.
Yes.
And I even know people who think that they're smarter because they're unvaccinated because they're not listening to experts.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you don't listen to experts. Everyone listens to experts. But
Mhm.
this guy's point, and I agree with him, is if you're going to reject the way the medical community is trying to keep you safe, then you should reject the way they're trying to keep you alive.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw that. And it's hard to disagree with the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you don't trust the science, if you think it's a hoax, if it's not real,
Yeah.
okay.
Then it's not real.
Yeah. Then figure it out.
Right.
Figure it out when you get it. That
Well, what the real problem is there's people that know better that are spouting this off
mhm.
to people who don't know better.
Yeah.
And that's what's so sad about it. The texter asked the question, how many people have died from the shot? I think 0 have died from the shot.
I've not heard.
But to be fair, there's a lot of people who had the shot who have died,
Yeah. Yes.
including Trevor Moore and probably Fez Watley.
Probably. Oh man, somebody's calling. Okay. Yeah, I saw somebody post on social media. I was in the hospital for 10 days because of carbon dioxide through my mask. There wasn't enough oxygen. Like, No, you weren't.
No, you weren't.
You're lying.
You're
No.
you're lying about that.
Yeah.
And why? It justified the lie, and then I don't know if you remember my Aunt Virginia.
Yeah.
She would lie and then believe her lie.
I called her Aunt Gigi.
Yes.
But yeah.
That's what happened to these people. They're believing their own
You
lie.
say it so much that you believe it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, are you crazy?
Mm-hmm.
So, the current spike is from the illegals coming in with COVID. Biden is responsible for all the death. Good transition here. That's stupid. Okay. Here's another thing I've gone off on. I'm going to go off on.
Okay.
You know, we're withdrawing from Afghanistan, and now Afghanistan has fallen.
Yeah. Just like that.
Now, these same people who don't want you to get vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, the poor people in Afghanistan. We care so much about the poor people in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Except when Trump was president and he planned this, it was a good idea.
It was a great idea then. Yeah.
I hope nothing bad happens to me because I said I'd never do this. But Trump was right about that. I actually agree with Trump that we need to get out of Afghanistan.
Yeah.
I agree with President Biden for getting them out. It's terrible what's happening there now. But what were we supposed to do? Just stay there forever and let our people go over there?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the best decision of every bad decision available. And every goddamn pundit.
Mm-hmm.
And then every Republican feels, oh, good, we can criticize Biden about it.
Yeah.
And even stupid CNN, look at the poor people there. What are we supposed to do?
I know. And yes, it is tragic what's happening there. But I don't know what we were there 20 years.
20 years. It's the
preparing-
longest war we've ever had.
And we were supposedly helping get them ready to, defend themselves. And
we failed. We failed.
We failed.
But we failed from the very beginning.
Yes.
And I think their fail is, I'm going to say back to stupid people who can't handle things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If we really wanted to win a war, we would go in and win a war. We'd throw nuclear bombs and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But the people here want us to send a couple troops over there, wave the flag, believe in this. Everyone's going to agree with what we have to do and then come home as heroes.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how we don't have the guts for war. So we do it half-assed.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like pick one and go with it. I say don't do it. I say don't try not to do a war.
Yeah.
That's just me though.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I'm pissed off
You're
about.
a hippie.
This infrastructure bill is really good though.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
He got 19 senators. He got 19 freaking senators, Republican senators to vote for it.
Yeah, which is cool. I don't know if they're going to get the cooperation in the House, though.
Well, now the Democrats are fighting over that.
That's So you've got the progressive Democrats, and then you've got the far right Republicans that are just not going to get on board. Maybe Pelosi can whip it up. I don't know.
Did you ever read the book? Don't let great be the enemy of good.
No, never did.
I bought it. I don't think I read it, but
It's a great title, though.
yes. And I would like to get these books. I like to send them to every Democratic person
Mm-hmm.
and say, this is good. This
Yeah.
is the best thing we could do for years
Yep.
that we haven't been able to do. But go ahead and bitch about your own little
I know.
corner of the world.
Yes, and make the party implode once again and not be able to move
Right.
forward and
not get anything done.
Yes.
And then you vote for a different party next year
Mhm.
and have everything be screwed up and then bitch because you're making $7.50 an hour again.
Yeah. Well,
So there you go.
I love your passion, Paul.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about some of the news, but
We did.
the best way that we do it is we do it and we do it good
Well, we do it okay.
is the news quiz. We tell all of our friends what the news quiz is.
Yeah. So every week, Paul and I attempt to answer 5 questions based on the happenings of last week in the news. Typically, we do pretty good. I'm just going to say it, but sometimes we shit the bed. So
Right.
I'm going to be curious to see how it goes this week. We don't know the answers ahead of time, guys.
Right. Now, last time we did this, we didn't do very good because Melissa was here.
Yeah.
And just since we're American, I guess I'll blame someone who's not here for my failings.
That's the way to do it.
Okay.
Let's see if
As Andrew Cuomo steps down from office under a cloud of alleged sexual harassment, it's not at this point. It's not alleged. Who will become the first woman to serve as governor of New York?
isn't that Kathy Hochul?
That's right, Catherine Hochul.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks. We're starting off good.
That's exciting. Cuomo said Tuesday he'd resign in 14 days, essentially giving himself a 2-week notice. Yeah, good for him. Yeah, he needed to resign.
He did need to resign. Yeah.
I shouldn't get into this based on my own personal history, but shouldn't he resign when he falsified all those deaths of the COVID?
Yes, he should have. Yeah.
Okay. Next, House Speaker Dane Phelan signed civil arrest warrants for 52 Democrats in which state?
It's got to be Texas.
That's right.
God.
57 Democrat lawmakers fled to Washington in mid-July to block a controversial vote on a Texas voting rights measure.
Would you, if this were you back at your time in the House, would you hope that they did go ahead and arrest you
Absolutely,
over this?
yeah.
I would too.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Now, in fact, I don't even remember what the issue was, but I saw that these Texas people in the legislature, led by their minority leader, they fled to Washington because they didn't want to have a vote.
Yeah.
In addition to me being fat, did you know I used to be the minority leader of the House?
I did know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you didn't know the fat thing?
No,
That's weird.
That one slipped by me.
So I text a friend of mine who I served with, and I said, wouldn't it have been cool if we could have done something like that?
Yes.
And he wrote back, I suggested it on this issue, and you said no. Fuck.
So this could have been you.
I could have done something cool.
Wow.
But once again, it didn't happen. You don't have to say it, but 3 guesses on who I text with.
I think I know.
The first 2 don't count.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. We're 2 for 2. This is
Okay,
exciting.
Yeah.
Growing to more than 750 square miles in size, which fire is now the largest blaze in California history?
It's the Dixie Fire.
Oh, you're right. I don't want to take a lot of pressure out of that, though. California fires have burned more than 1,400 square miles this year, compared with 430 square miles by this time. And the
Wow.
record saying 20. Oh my God.
Yeah, that is horrible. And it's happening. Do you see the pictures in Greece?
Yes.
Yeah.
Frightening.
Yeah. Just terrifying.
You know, I saw again on Bill Maher. I watch Bill Maher, folks.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do something before it's too late on climate change.
Mm-hmm.
It's too late, everybody. It's here. It's here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's here.
Yeah.
It's not like a future thing that we need to worry about.
No, it's
here,
happening.
and it's right now.
Mhm.
But just sit on your butt. That's fine. Okay, man, we're doing good. 3 for 3.
3, 4. Yeah.
Which is the first state to require all teachers to be vaccinated or tested regularly for COVID-19?
You know what? I don't know this one. I'm sure it's not Texas.
Right.
I
I think it's California.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it
all
right. Yay. Unions representing more than 550,000 California teachers and school employees express support for this requirement.
Nice.
You know, I'm not understanding. You've learned a couple things about me today.
Yeah. You're fat.
Yeah. I'm not a scientist,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
but shouldn't everyone just get the vaccine so we don't have to do the mask thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Uh,
the jab is what I like to call
the
it.
jab. The jab. Yeah.
Man, 4 for 4. There's a lot of pressure on you. Not me. A 10-state bus tour featuring prominent Democrats is underway to promote President Joe Biden and the party's political agenda. What slogan is on the side of the bus?
I'm guessing it's not bigger, better Biden.
Okay.
or bring back butter. So that leaves us with build back bridges or build back better, which is the one I would go with.
I think it's Build Back Better.
Yeah.
And you are correct.
Wow. Okay.
But better.
Build back better.
Democrats participating include former Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe, who's running again. Wonder why he's doing that.
Yeah.
Nevada Governor Steve
Sisolak?
Sisolak, Representative Julian Castro, and former HUD Secretary Castro. There's Joaquin and Julian.
Yeah.
Right?
And they're both
They're
Castros.
And they're twins.
Are they?
So they're on a road trip. Stop it.
They're having a ball.
Don't you think it's strange? I think it's strange that slogan would be Build Back Better. For a guy that, he may go down in the best president we've ever had and great legislative requirements.
Next week.
But Build Back Better for a guy with a stuttering problem.
That is playing with fire a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris,
Yes.
thank you.
For
I don't know. I feel like I just was on the couch and I was bitching about things. And
that's okay. You had to get it out of your system.
you're kind of like my Dr. Milfy.
Oh, wow. Thanks, man. I think.
It's the best compliment you've ever had.
I suppose. Yeah.
Chris, I noticed your mug, if you could show the camera.
Yeah. It has my name on one side. And then look, it's got the past week, next week logo. So I love drinking from this mug.
I've noticed that it needs more coffee.
Oh, God, it does. Yeah.
So let's take a break
Perilously low.
for Chris. And we'll be back with more past week next week with Chris and Paul. Okay.
Looking at the past 7 days so you don't have to. You could join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060.
We've been told that perfect mornings exist for the lucky few. That morning people own the waking hours. But the truth is, mornings belong to all of us. Your mornings are what you make of them. All it takes is saying yes. Starbucks Morning Yes.
Look for Starbucks coffee in a grocery store near you, then sit back and enjoy the exceptional taste of Starbucks at home.
Hi, this is Chickless Goose from Counterclockwise KC. Listen to our program each and every Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio. Personality driven radio.
Hi, guys. It's your old friend Paul from KCTK Radio, reminding you again to download the KCTK Radio app. You're listening and you're going, I don't need the app, but you do need the app. Here's why. It's free, okay? You already got Candy Crush, all kinds of jackleg apps on your phone.
It's free.
Yeah, so just get it for free. And then if you ever want to participate live sometime, you can put the notification on there. Also, you always can get the podcast on there as soon as they come out. So it's a fun thing to do. I'm asking you, I'm pleading with you, please. You're going to have fun. I've noticed something about you. You need to relax a little bit. You know, you need to kind of chill out.
Get away from TikTok.
Yeah, get away from TikTok for a little bit and listen to the KCTK Radio app. It's free. It will get into your brain and it will never leave you. So join us on the KCTK Radio app and have fun for once in your life. Do it the KCTK podcast way.
This is Tracy from Tracy's Tips and Dips. Listen to the show every weekday at 11:30 a.m. and our live show Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio, personality-driven radio.
There is no more, I repeat, no more Good Talk Radio. Why?
Yeah,
Because
why?
our friend Ranger Rob is focused on the quality product that we know and love called Ranger Rob's pet poopy bags.
They're so good.
They're so good. They're taking off. He doesn't
Yeah.
have time. What kind of idiot is running like a streaming radio station for no reason? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who would do that?
Some idiot would do it unless you came up with a good idea. A cost-effective, eco-friendly pet poopy bags with easy-to-manage handles, extra wide. That's what I like. I love those words. Extra wide. It's a bag for all pets, large and small.
Mm-hmm.
You can get some at www.rangerrobshop.com. When you do, thank him for Good Talk Radio. Tell him thank you, it's gone, and all the conspiracy freaking theories that was on there. And then buy a quality product. Chris,
Yeah.
you're excited because you're holding one too.
Yeah, what I've got here, Paul, it's a box of Ranger Rob pet poopy bags. They're eco-friendly, which is great. They're extra wide.
Yeah, say
and
it to me again.
they're lemon scented.
I always
that's-
forget about that.
That's a little thing that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
When you're carrying around a bag of shit, you don't want to smell it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I would rather smell
Lemons.
than shit.
Yeah. Every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so there you go, folks.
yeah.
Buy it now. Get it on Amazon for $8.95. And when you do,
Mhm.
make sure that you tell them
Yeah.
Gilly sent you.
That's sweet.
I love Gilly so much.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
And we're back. Remember the Jimmy Fallon? And we're back. I should get that sound.
Yes, you should.
Chris,
Yeah.
it's exciting that we're moving on with our program, but we have some texts that we need to deal with.
Yeah, we probably better catch people up here.
The texter writes, he's stupid and proud.
Right.
How many people have died from shot wound zero? We did that.
Yeah.
We did that one. Okay. He makes $8.50 per hour.
God, that's like $1 over minimum wage.
So good for him. If you're as qualified as him, I can't get a raise because of the Mexican who work for peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also can't get on the game show Jeopardy because they give the pretty people the answers. Ron,
I don't know.
what does that mean?
I
Ron
don't-
and Fez?
Oh, maybe that's it. I don't know. Yeah.
It's the China fire, which is good. You know what? If Trump, that's what we should do is maybe we'll make that a special feature. All the things are going, the challenges that we have this year.
Oh.
If Trump was president, what excuse would he use?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
As opposed to trying to fix them. Fossil fuel is the only energy that can supply the demand we need. I use the word fossil fuel as a loose term because the world is only 5,000 years old. Oh, okay. I like to keep my dog's poop in the bag for weeks. And
Yeah.
you can do that
Yeah.
with Ranger Up stuff.
It's very Howard Hughes. But, to each his own.
Did he keep his pets?
I don't know. I think it was his own bodily waste.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? That sounds gross.
Yeah.
It's now time for our special feature, folks.
Yep. You guys know what this means, right? Am I right?
I think they do. I don't know.
But yeah, let's
But let's set it up and let's do it right.
okay.
Chris and Paul presents This Is the Topic. It's the adventures of two lifelong friends as they explore a new topic each episode. Join the guys for music and fun. And if you're not careful, you may learn something before it's done. I'm your announcer, Michael Foster. Now, here's Chris and Paul with This Is the Topic.
Thanks, Foster. This is the topic is where we pull a topic out of well, Chris, you explain it. You're always
Yeah, so I've got this purple bag here. Inside the bag, there's a whole bunch of pieces of paper, and they have a topic written on there with questions, and we just pull it out. We don't know what it's going to be until we read it, and then we just answer the questions.
you're talking about that. You're not talking about a poison ivy infected purple bag.
No, but that may be going on as well.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Well, this one's going to be a barn burner. The topic is books. Oh, and the topic is still books. So
Okay. This is going to be great.
this is going to be awesome, folks. This is comedy without a net.
And this is going to be good for me. I've bought a lot of books.
Okay, well, so the first question, do you like reading books?
I do not like reading books.
Interesting, but you do it.
I don't do as much. I think it's good for you to read.
Mm-hmm.
I think it opens your horizon
Mm-hmm.
and your intellect.
Sure.
But I don't do it because I always view it as work.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I equate it with homework, and I don't want to do homework.
Yeah.
Chris, what about you?
I do like reading books, but I've switched. I am almost exclusively audiobooks now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess I like listening to books.
Yeah. Can we add that to? Is that part of the story? Can we add that as a book? Can you count? You count that as a book?
Yeah, I do.
Now,
I
when
count
you
it.
learn something from it, do you tell people I read somewhere,
Yeah.
or do you say I listened?
No, I
to
say I
someone?
listened. No. Yeah. If I'm being totally honest, I'll say, hey, I'm listening to this book over here and it just told me blah, blah, blah.
This guy over here is listening to a book over here.
Yes.
And what? Maybe this will be one of the questions, but what type of books do you prefer?
That's actually the next question
Okay.
on the list
Go
here.
on, I
Yeah.
act like I didn't know.
Yeah. I used to do a lot of fiction, and I don't know what my problem is. I can't, if I start a fiction book, I typically stop it because I don't feel like I'm getting anything from it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm more into the self-help, new agey, spiritual, metaphysical type stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I like that stuff too. And I used to like what would you describe? I guess it would be self-help, the stuff that would make you a better manager and make you a better
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I used to be into those type of stuff, but now it's more I'd rather prefer, you as a human being type of stuff.
Yes.
But I tell you what, a lot of nonfiction books, a lot of biographies, I think they've been my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've been my favorite.
The biographies are good. I
Yeah.
used to be into those, and I haven't read one in a long time.
I haven't either, but
That would probably be good for me. I'm trying to see. Next question is, what's the last book you read? And I'm trying to get the title of the one I just finished. But what about you?
I know
Paul?
what yours is.
Yeah.
It is. It is. Your elected representative.
Oh,
Is that
yes.
the last one you read?
That's the last one I read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a biography by someone full of crap.
Yeah.
Now the real one, the last one I read, I have not done a very good job of reading very many books,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm drawing a blank. What is the book that I lent you that was my favorite book?
Oh, Adam Resnick Will Not Attend.
Yeah. And
that was great.
That was one that I just tore through so
Mhm.
quickly. Oh, I also read, I don't know if this is considered a book, could be considered a pamphlet. Randy Miller's book.
Mm.
I read all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess, the last paper book I read was that Adam Resnick Will Not Attend
Uh-huh.
that you gave me. Hilarious.
So good, isn't it?
And then I just finished listening to Advanced Energy Anatomy by Caroline Meese. And it was fascinating to me. She's like an energy healer type person, very frou-frou hippie stuff that I love. But it's all about the chakra system and what like compressed or held energy looks like and results in each of the chakras.
I was asking you this before this. So where does that where's that tradition come from?
I actually looked that up the other day, and it's in the Vedas, which is like the old Indian, probably Hindu. Is the
Hindu.
Vedas Hindu? I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's look it up.
Vedas are I don't want to say offshoot. That sounds too simple to make it that. I mean, we're talking about religions that have been around for almost 5,000 years, as
Yes.
old as the earth.
Yes.
I am in the middle of, and it was been a while since I was listening to it, was Barack Obama's new book.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
And I found it really interesting, and I'm sure you can understand why. I found it really interesting, and then I stopped when he became president.
Because you felt like you knew all that stuff already?
Yes, but just his journey to getting there was the most fascinating
Yeah.
thing. I don't even remember the name of the book. Barack Obama's book.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see, and that's another one I should read.
Yeah.
And I got Michelle Obama's book, but I never read it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I get into all the weird hippie stuff.
Yeah. That's
So,
good though.
yeah, it's fine. What's your favorite book?
My favorite book
Mm-hmm.
that I've read 3 times,
Uh-huh.
and it's a weird book for me to say because I think there's so many levels to it
Yeah.
that if you're looking at me at the top level, this is my favorite book, you're going to think I'm a real jerk.
Okay.
Okay. The Great Gatsby.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow. Tell me more.
Well, I think people read The Great Gatsby and they think he's a hero. He
Mhm.
is not a hero. They're all so damaged,
Yeah.
and the lifestyle that they try to live is a damaging thing.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, we read it and we still don't get how messed up those values are.
Yeah.
But I think if you read it today, the values of being ostentatious and thinking you can do anything you want and that type of thing, just to prove your worthiness to yourself is not the way to go.
Yeah. It really is a tragic book. I
Yes.
remember one scene in the book where Daisy, I think was her name.
Mhm.
He's showing her all these brand new shirts that he has.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, they're so beautiful. And she starts crying about the shirts. And to me, I'm like, God, that's like, these people can't experience real
They can't,
connection.
no.
And so this repressed emotion is coming out over shirts.
Right.
Like, it's really sad.
Well, she's a shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's a shirt.
Yeah. It's a great
Yeah.
Great Gatsby is a good book.
Yeah.
I don't think that makes you sound like a jerk.
Thanks.
Man, my favorite book, the book I've read the most would be
The Bible.
no, The Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's my favorite, but I've read that trilogy more than anything else in my life. When I think back on like, what's the greatest novel I ever read? I loved The Sound and the Fury by William Faulkner.
Mhm.
God, and I love Native Son by Richard Wright. All about the experience of being Black in America back when it was worse than it is now.
Wow.
So
What's that called? Native Son?
Native Son. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah. I think you'd enjoy
And
it.
can I throw a couple other ones
Sure.
that were impactful to me? Leadership from the Inside Out
Mm-hmm.
by Kevin Cash.
Okay.
Such a good book because to me, it came out maybe 25 years ago, but it was one of the first to me that it basically said leadership is authenticity.
Oh,
And
yeah.
up until that point, you had a lot of, Dale Carnegie type dress for success type stuff.
Yeah.
And so now, I don't know, we're still not there where we view leadership as authenticity, but I really grasped onto that
Yeah.
and made people read it. The other one I've read a lot of times is called,
You got this, buddy.
Saul Alinsky's
Oh, New
Rules for Radicals.
Yeah.
Great book.
Yes.
Great book.
Yeah. You gave that one to my daughter, Molly.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's tactics on how to be a good protester. And I
that's cool.
made people that work for me read it. And then the other one, which was so impactful to me, was called Lincoln's Melancholy. Lincoln's Melancholy.
Yeah.
So I've read a lot about Lincoln,
Yeah.
Abraham.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. Not
Yeah.
the Lincoln lawyer.
Okay.
The premise of this book is obviously we know that he was troubled, had depression,
Uh-huh.
but his melancholy, his struggles, usually you hear the narrative as he overcame them.
Mhm.
But this is those were fuel for him. Those made him succeed.
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
It wasn't overcoming. It was actually a driver of it.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I related to that.
Hey, yeah, that's awesome.
Let's see what the texture has to say.
Okay.
We'll go back to these, but he wants to know what time the KCTK Fan Fest started at Fairyland today. Noon. Since we know the Ocean's Gym Mix, Are you aware of the oil and water dynamics? I was aware of that. Exodus is his favorite book. Citizen Kane is not the best movie ever.
Oh, okay.
Runaway Ralph is a very good book.
That was a good book. I really enjoyed
What's
it.
that one?
Runaway Ralph, the little mouse.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
Yeah,
The Doctor and Covenant is very relatable.
it's not,
The movie Eating Raoul is very good.
and it's not.
Lincoln is the 16th president, and Lincoln was like Michael Jordan. They both were from Illinois.
Yeah, that's a great point. When I was a kid, did you have a book that you read over and over as a kid?
Not really.
I read this book called Clutch Single. I don't know how many times, about this kid making the baseball team, and then a new kid came in town that was better than the main kid, and he had to learn to get out of the spotlight and be a supporting player instead of always having to be up front.
That's good.
It was a great book.
Now,
loved it.
I remember being very little. My favorite book when the babysitter or my parents would read to me was A Little Sambo. Yeah. It's been canceled since then, folks.
Yeah. Hey, one more question here.
Okay.
What book is overrated?
Doctor and Covenant? No. What book is overrated?
Yeah. That's a hard one. Like, I'm trying to think of a book I read because everybody said it was awesome, and I was like, I don't know. God, yeah, that's tough.
What do you think?
That's hard. I'm thinking of How to Win Friends and Influence People. Classic, started a movement, but to me, to your earlier point, it's more tactics than authenticity.
Now, I don't think it's overrated. I read it when I was 18 and thought this is good stuff. I think it's situational leadership type thing. It's like when you get it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I read it as a young person and thought, oh, this is great. And then I went back to it a few years ago and I'm like,
right.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to come up with something here, Chris. We can't
leave the nice people hanging.
Yeah. Now the texter's suggesting I'm not a fucker, neither are you. That's a good book.
It is a really good book.
Another great book I forgot to mention was His Name Was Murder.
Oh, yeah.
True crime right here in Kansas City.
Yeah.
You can get that on Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good book. I read that one.
Yeah.
And his name actually was Murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what I've read. I don't know. Dude, I got nothing.
Hold on. Entertain the nice people.
Okay. So I think Paul's going to. He's going to go take a look in his book room. This guy's got a book room. God, what an elitist.
Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
We got it.
Okay.
We got it, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, are you going to actually get the book?
Yep.
Okay.
And I want you to show everybody what.
Oh, wow. Okay. You got a good one here.
Here, wait. Can we do something fun with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because this is it, folks. This is the definitive. We didn't know what the answer was, and now we have the definitive answer of all time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chris?
Here we go, folks. I'm going to slowly reveal. Dun, dun, dun.
It's called Art of the Deal by Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Who he didn't even write.
Well, yeah, not really by Donald Trump.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone else wrote it, and it was all lies.
Yes. Yeah, I'm looking at the back here. Oh, God. Unrestrained Trump, his blueprint for rising to the top. Streetwise, brilliant, in unprecedented education and the art of the deal. He doesn't know how to make deals.
No.
Oh, my.
So there you go, folks.
Yeah.
I didn't read that book. My dad gave it to me back in the day when I was into The Secret of Sales and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And yeah. So you have a excerpt from it, or
I was just looking at the pics back here.
A lot of them with him and Jeffrey Epstein.
You know, I didn't see Jeffrey Epstein in here, but God, wouldn't that be awesome if he was?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. I've never read this either. So
I took that out because I wanted you to give it to your daughter. Remember that?
yes, that's right. She'd burn this. Huh.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go, folks.
All right.
That was This Is the Topic.
And brought to you by Past Week, Next Week.
Yeah, with Chris and Paul.
It gets confusing.
It really does.
Confusing.
It's very meta.
So we'll be back, and another show within a show called The Casey Scoop is coming up.
Awesome.
So just be prepared, hold tight, and we'll be right back.
In Kansas City.
Okay, folks, it's time for the Casey Scoop on August 15th, 2021.
So here's some things happening in the area to know about the past. Health officials stress the need for masks, although Jackson County's mask mandate for indoor public spaces starts Monday and essentially mirrors Kansas City's policy. The City of Independence is continuing its public health advisory with masks strongly recommended for indoor spaces and vaccines encouraged. The county's mask mandate applies regardless of vaccination status to anyone ages 5 and older. But there is a new law, and I know this, that the public health order is limited to 30 days and requires approval by the legislative body for any extension.
Don't you think that the authorities who are putting mask mandates should have a number saying this is when we know that we don't need it anymore?
Mm-hmm. Rather than an arbitrary 30 days.
Yeah. Hospital availabilities or infection
Something.
number, something.
Yeah. So there you go. I know the Independent City Council is voting on Monday whether to have a mask mandate.
I read
or
about
not.
that and they don't even need to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Missourians eligible for Medicaid under expansion can now apply. Missourians who qualify for Medicaid benefits and services under the program's expansion can now begin applying. Governor Mike Parson's office said Wednesday. The announcement comes the day after a Cole County Circuit judge ruled that the state cannot deny or restrict those eligible under the Missouri Constitution following the orders of unanimous state Supreme Court decision. My administration is always going to follow the law. And, and yesterday's court order is no exception, Parson said. Well, you're half right.
Yeah. That guy. Hey, how about this, though? The Delta variant surge appears to be peaking in Missouri. Missouri's seen the first signs that the Delta variant surge may have crested, though many areas are still suffering from rising COVID-19 case numbers, while hospitalizations hit new highs for the summer. On Wednesday, the 7-day average of COVID-19 cases reported by the Department of Health and Senior Services declined week over week for the first time since early June. The state's dashboard average of cases through Sunday also declined by 1.4%. That's great news.
Yeah, it had a gigantic peak. Good job, everybody.
I know.
Hey, here's some things you should know for the next week coming up. Planet Comic-Con tells the story of 2020 as the first major event affected by the pandemic. The locally owned and run celebration of fiction returns this month with big names. Think stars from Stranger Things, WWE, Cobra Kai, Arrow, Star Trek, and Batwoman. It's Friday, August 20th, Sunday through Sunday, August 22nd. Times vary. It's the Kansas City Convention Center. $28.99 for adults, $9.99 for kids. Now, last year was canceled.
Right.
My daughter got me tickets for this for my birthday and was canceled. She got a refund.
Oh, are you going to go this year?
No.
Oh, it could be fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, hey, here's a big event for you. Saturday, August 21st, coming up, the Kansas City Pride Festival on August 21st and August 22nd, all day. at Feast Park, 4701 Oak Street. It's free. You get local acts, vendors, food trucks, and a parade. I'm betting it will be fabulous.
Yes.
Yeah.
They always move the Pride Festival.
Yeah. I don't know why.
It was down by the Liberty Memorial, and then it was at Kansas City downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway, but there's going to be weather next week, Chris. I want you to
good.
be prepared for it.
Okay.
Today is going to be sunny with a high near 84 if you're listening to it on Sunday. Sorry, folks. Sunday. Monday, sunny with a high near 84 as well. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high near 87. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 90. Thursday, chance of showers, mostly sunny with a high near 87. Chance of rain at 30%. So, we had some rain last week. We need the sunshine now.
Yeah.
Everything's great and everything's wonderful.
Everything is wonderful.
So that is the KC Scoop for August 15th, 2021. That was awesome.
Oh. I don't know what's happening.
Join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We dare you.
Nothing refreshes like A&W root beer. So good, just right. Let's have some tonight. A&W root beer.
This is Drew from KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew. Listen to the show every weekday at 3:30 p.m. and live show Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio, personality-driven radio.
Guys, want to get your wife or girlfriend a gift that will change her life? Ladies, how would you like to have great eyebrows, luscious lips, an eyeliner that stays put, and makeup that doesn't go anywhere? How would you like to go all day looking like your makeup was just applied? If you said yes to any of those things, then the answer is permanent makeup. This simple and easy procedure is quick, painless, and the results are outstanding. No more reapplying and no more smudging of your makeup. And in our area, Natural Image Salon in Lee Summit is the only place to perform your permanent cosmetic procedure. The professionals at Natural Image Salon in Lee Summit are your answer to waking up every morning with perfect makeup and the great feeling of knowing whether you're swimming, working out, or just waking up, you will always look beautiful. Call Natural Image Permanent Cosmetic Salon at 816-525-9971. 816-525-9971 for a free consultation. Gift certificates are also available. Tell them you heard this ad and get $25 off any procedure. Natural Image, your investment in a beautiful you.
Yo, this is Hartzell from the KC Morning Show. Listen every weekday, 9 a.m., right here on KCTK Radio, personality-driven radio.
Everything's running smoothly.
Welcome back to Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul.
Yeah, thanks.
All my friends that are listening today are saying, Paul, you need to calm down. You're watching the news too much.
Mm-hmm.
There's other things in the world that you need to focus on.
That's true.
And some of those things are show business news. What they don't know is that this is the segment of the show and putting it together that pissed me off more than anything else.
Yeah, they're thinking it's going to be a soothing salve for you, but it's just going to make you bitch all the more.
Right. And if you don't believe it, let's go to this first story, Chris.
Paris Hilton, Cher, and others react to the latest Britney Spears news. The news that Britney Spears' father is willing to step down as the conservator of her estate was met with joy and cautious optimism on social media by the singer's supporters. Jamie Spears defended his actions as conservator, but said he's willing to help with an orderly transition to a new conservator following a resolution of some outstanding matters in the case. He has legally overseen his daughter's life. Paris Hilton tweeted that she was so happy to hear the news. Singer Cher also shared her thoughts. If I was Brit, I'd get a forensic accountant. Yeah.
Okay, so I get these entertainment stuff from CNN.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, I wonder why they say CNN's fake news. Gee, I wonder why CNN gives them ammunition on bullshit things like this. But speaking of some real news,
Okay.
this is what we all needed to know.
All right.
Kim Kardashian West credits Kanye West for boosting her confidence.
Oh.
Kanye West is not lacking at all in confidence, and according to Kim Kardashian West, he passed some of that on to her. The couple may be in the midst of getting a divorce, but the love train keeps it running, with Kardashian West talking glowingly about the rapper, producer, entrepreneur. She says that maybe being in a relationship with Kanye is like, for like a decade, someone who absolutely didn't care about likability factor or what any perception of him was, as long as he was true to himself, taught her differently. And that's basically what we cared about. Kim Kardashian's confidence.
Oh, wow. Well, here's something a little lighter and a little more fun. The first trailer for the Smurfs reboot is Super Smurfy. Remember those Smurfy Saturday mornings from your childhood? Now grown and tired children of the 80s? If not, the first trailer for the Smurfs reboot will take you back there. Papa Smurf, Smurfette, Brainy, Hefty, and their nemesis Gargamel all have returned in a new CGI animated series for Nickelodeon. The show looks to have stayed true blue to the original, with the welcome addition of a new tribe of girl Smurfs.
Thank goodness.
Led by a brave and wise matriarch named Willow, which means Smurfette finally has some girls in her corner.
She was the only female Smurf.
It was weird. Yeah.
Do you think that do you think she Smurfed all those guys?
What was the other? Well, I guess there are other options.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of those guys could have been a little Smurfy.
That's true. I think she Smurfed the heck out of all of them.
Yeah. Well,
and they didn't respect her at all. And I'm glad that someone's coming to her defense. She's not just like a Smurfing person, you know. She has real Smurfing feelings.
There's more to her than just how she Smurfs.
Right. Thank you, Chris.
Uh-huh.
Jeopardy will replace Alex Trebek with not one but two hosts. With the new season of Jeopardy debuts on September 13th, executive producer Mike Richards will be behind the host lecture. Richards is named the official new host on Wednesday, as expected, but Sony Pictures Television will also announce that Maya Bilek, I'm not sure I'm not saying the name right, she's Blossom,
right,
will be the host of the occasional primetime episodes of the beloved game show. Have you been following this at all?
No.
They have suckered fans like crazy. They throw in all kinds of people.
Well, I knew they had a lot of guest hosts come in.
LeVar Burton. They had that quarterback that hates Green Bay.
Aaron Rodgers.
They have all these people, and who are they going to pick? Well, they picked the guy they were going to pick from the beginning. You know, it just, the things they do. Here's another thing that's happened this week in pop culture. The third Robin in the comic books is now bi.
I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect in his character. No one cares. But DC Comics needs another reason for people to pick up their comic books. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like nobody cares.
Yeah.
You know? Everyone thought Robin was bi already.
I always had my suspicions. Yeah.
And he's the third Robin. They always change Robins too.
Yeah. So he's not Dick Grayson.
No, he's not Dick Grayson.
Of the Flying Graysons.
Right.
Okay.
He's not even the second one. He's the third one. Tim Drake. He's not even Robin anymore.
Oh, is he Nightwing?
He's they call him Red Robin.
Yum.
Find out more on the week review with the Droosh.
Yeah. I love their unlimited fries.
Yeah. Back to you, Chris.
All right. Hey, thanks. Fish and Dead and Company will require proof of vaccination for upcoming shows. Rock band Fish announced a more stringent policy requiring ticket holders for their summer and fall tour dates to provide proof of COVID-19 vaccination or a negative test. The foursome, known for their marathon jam sessions, had a message to fans. The best thing you can possibly do before coming to a show is to get vaccinated.
Have you ever seen a Fish, like videos or pictures of a Fish concert?
Yeah, those people seem to like to have fun.
Yes. They don't seem like the most sanitary people either.
No, I don't think there's a lot of showering going on. Yeah.
But even these guys are getting vaccinated.
Yep. Listen, kids.
Yeah. Well, here's another heartbreak for you.
Oh, man.
Stevie Nicks cancels U.S. tour citing rising COVID-19 cases. Rock icon Stevie Nicks has canceled a string of upcoming U.S. shows due to concern over the rising number of COVID-19 cases. The former Fleetwood Mac singer posted a short statement on Twitter announcing her decision. These are challenging times with challenging decisions. that have to be made. I want everyone to be safe and healthy, and the rising COVID cases should be a concern to all of us, she wrote. And I read a little bit more about this, and basically she's saying, well, why would I do that? I'm at the end of my career.
Yeah.
I've had a long 40-year career. Why would we? So good for her.
Yeah. And, she's in one of those. How old is she? I mean, she's certainly in the age range where you're more at risk.
Right.
So
she's someone who I did not appreciate enough.
Yeah.
I look back at the old videos of her, and she's so cute. I didn't know it at the time. I guess I was a kid.
Yeah, she's 73. So good for her.
Good for Stevie.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, we've done about everything.
Just about. Yeah.
But we want to get you prepared for the next week.
It's only fair.
Because of fairness. Let's check in with the texter real quick.
Okay.
See what he has. He can't get on Jeopardy for some reason.
Huh.
He's always by. I don't know if that's the Jeopardy or Robin. Stevie Nicks' voice is like fingernails on a chalkboard. No.
I don't agree with that.
I think she's awesome.
For some reason, when I was a little kid, I was kind of afraid to like her because somebody told me she was a witch.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be evil for me to like her music.
And now that you're, a hippie, you're cool with
now I'm open to it. Right.
Okay. Let's get serious.
All right.
Here's headlines and predictions.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
With your action correspondent, Chris Whiting.
Hey,
Chris?
thanks, guys. So this, again, is a segment where we take real news stories, but we write our own jokes for the end of them. So, and if you don't believe me, once I read this, you're going to know that I wrote it. So here we go. The U.S. Census Bureau released new data from the 2020 census showing for the first time ever a drop in the non-Hispanic white population. White people are still the largest racial group in the U.S., comprising 57.8% of the total population, but that's down from 63.7% in 2010. The national population rose by 7.4% over the last decade, the second slowest rate of growth in U.S. history. And about 80% of urban areas saw population gains as more people are leaving rural regions, either to move to the big city or by dying from COVID to own the libs. Paul?
Thanks, Chris. The Food and Drug Administration gave formal approval for severely immunocompromised Americans to get a third shot of the COVID vaccine. Studies have shown that the transplant recipients and others with serious weakened immune systems don't get the same level of protection against the coronavirus from the first two doses. Less than 3% of the U.S. population will be approved for a booster shot. Now, the regular vaccine is still available for the severely intelligent compromised who have so far refused the vaccine because of freedom. Chris?
Intelligence compromise. I like that. Yeah. Hey, let's keep the funny going. Britney Spears scored a major win in her conservatorship battle as her father, Jamie Spears, agreed to step down as conservator of her estate. Britney Spears has been under the conservatorship since 2008, and in June told a judge it was abusive and she wanted her father removed. She went on to say that the situation was toxic, if not downright criminal, and the judge needed to make this work, bitch, because she didn't want to come back to court even baby one more time. She went on to claim her father was a womanizer, then ripped an explosive fart, giggled, and said, "Oops, I did it again." Paul?
That was fantastic.
So dumb.
Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett rejected a request from 8 Indiana University students trying to block the school's COVID-19 vaccine mandate. In May, Indiana University announced it was requiring all students, faculty, and staff members to get vaccinated, with religious and medical exceptions. Of the 8 students who sued, 6 have received a religious exemption, and a 7th is qualified but not yet applied. This was the first case related to vaccine requirements to make it to the Supreme Court. When the students heard of the decision, they went home and cried to their mommy. Chris.
Oh, God dang. Thanks, Paul.
You can call me Phil Henry.
Yes. A Colombian mayor baffled his social media followers after sharing a video of an alleged ghost attacking one of his security guards. In the grainy minute-long clip, the officer can be seen strolling down the hallway before veering violently into a wall as if flung by a supernatural entity. However, the public need not fret that the halls of government are potentially haunted. Mayor Morales assured us that he's enlisted a special team of religious Ghostbusters to help exorcise the Phantom Menace.
Awesome.
And if that doesn't work, he'll bring in Scooby-Doo and the gang with special guest Mike Lindell to get to the bottom of this mystery. Paul?
And finally, London police were called for a male that had been struck by a car. Police found that this incident was the result of a neighbor urinating on another neighbor's front lawn.
Gross.
The homeowner responded by getting into his vehicle and purposely striking the male with his vehicle. The 38-year-old man who retaliated against the urinating neighbor has been charged with a criminal offense. As for the urinator, the severity of his injuries is unclear. Doctors do believe he still has full control of his bowels because when the car hit him, he shit himself while peeing.
Oh, dude.
Now, not necessarily a good punchline,
Yeah.
but if you can say shit yourself, you got a winner.
Yeah, that's true. So I cracked up there when I was doing my dumb Britney Spears joke. As soon as I said the situation was toxic, I saw you go, okay, I know where we're going. I know where we're headed with this one now. Oh, yeah. Am I right? Did you go like, okay, I see where he's going with this one.
Try to mimic my reaction.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And the situation was toxic. It was that evident.
It was like,
was that evident?
Yes. It was like immediately like, okay. Yeah, I know. Okay. I see what he's going to do here. And then it was just like, okay, let's see how many he strings together. Am I right?
And you kept going, which I appreciate.
Yeah, I kept going.
Yeah.
I did all that I could. I couldn't figure out how to work anymore in there.
My other thought was, how's he going to get Hit Me Baby One More Time in this? That's her hit.
It is. Yeah, I got it in there. Yeah. Even Baby One More Time. It's not coming back to court. Even Baby One More Time. So there you go.
Okay. Let's see what the texter says. He believes in ghosts.
Oh, okay.
Did you see the Trump appointed judge ruled that Rudy, the crazy lady, and Lindell could be sued for libel?
I did see
The
that.
Lindell said that there goes our freedom of speech. Now,
Yeah.
Lindell, did you follow any of the Lindell stuff?
A
this week?
little bit, yeah.
What an idiot.
I read some social media stuff, and a lot of people were saying, do you think he's maybe gotten back into crack? And that's why he's being so crazy, because that's his story. You know, he was an addict and then he got clean, and it kind of makes sense that that could be happening because that guy he's off the ranch, man.
Me and the people of my generation as younger people like to say he's off the chain.
Yeah. He's on fleek.
Yeah. You know, you understand.
Sure.
It was meth. Hey, so Chris, what do you got going on next week?
Well, so I'm moving Abby back to school on Tuesday. So going down to Columbia, I'm going to get to see Molly, and we'll move Abby into her new place. And that's the big news for the week for me. So
you take the girls out to eat dinner, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Where will you go in Columbia?
I don't know.
Have you ever been to Room 38?
I have not been to Room 38.
Check that out. It's really good.
Okay. Yeah, we'll check. Usually when I go, like, they'll tell me where they want to go.
Okay.
But often it's like, hey, I want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I haven't been there forever. Like,
yeah.
I want to go someplace Columbia specific. Yeah. So Room 38.
Room 38.
Okay. Yep. I will check that out. That's about it, man. I don't have much else going on. What about you?
I have a big week.
Yeah.
Because Thursday morning, I will be presenting to the Rotary Club of Eastern Independence.
Really?
About how to make a podcast.
Hey, now you've done this before with them, right?
No, I did with the Independence Chamber.
Oh, the Independence Chamber.
Yeah.
Dude.
I put together my presentation.
Yeah.
I'm prepared. They're going to learn a little bit about what it takes to do a podcast, but they're mostly going to learn about KCTK radio.
That's awesome.
It's going to be basically a commercial for KCTK radio.
Yeah, that's fantastic that you're getting to do this presentation again.
Yeah, it's fun.
Maybe you could, start doing that on the
Hey,
regular.
anybody that wants me to do a presentation about how to do a podcast, let me know.
Yeah.
913-735-0060, and I'll be there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
I think they're going to give me breakfast, but that's not required.
Where do they meet?
They now meet at the what's it called? Shoal Creek? Not Shoal Creek. The new hotel over there.
Oh,
I have it right here. Stony Creek.
Stony Creek. Yeah.
Stony Creek.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. I'll be
And this
anxious
is-
to hear how that goes.
This is the same group that sponsors the Independence Wine Fest.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
yeah. That's so much fun.
So they're great people. I used to actually attend that Rotary Club until I changed to another job and I couldn't go there on Thursday mornings.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of good people. So
I never went to any of their meetings. I always went to the other Rotary Clubs meeting, the other Independence Rotary Club.
yeah.
But the Wine Fest, are they doing that this year?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
September 11th. Are you going to go to it?
I hope so.
I'm going to it.
Yeah. I always have a good time until the next day.
Yeah. Paul is going to prison for stealing from a charity. Wait, that was the Trump family.
Oh, yeah.
Sambo's is where they meet.
Oh,
The
no.
texter,
And
he
he says, I'm getting separated from Jane. He saw it on Facebook.
Oh,
Talk about that.
are you?
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
No, unless she's been posting that and just hasn't told me yet that that's happening.
You may have some news coming up when you get home.
Yeah, somebody's going to have some splaining to do.
But in the meantime, let's get you ready for the next week. Chris, you want to close us out?
Sure. Hey, everybody, thanks for listening to Past Week, Next Week with me and him. Since you loved the program, please rate and review the podcast on your